But let's go through some of what AEW's got going on that they put up against WWE, because I think they thought they were going to win. Tony Khan was going through all on the Twitter, I heard, and he was like kind of bragging and boasting that he thought they were going to take it on this Tuesday night, but they didn't. So I'm going to start with the Edge and Christian stuff, because that's the best stuff. So I'm going to go back a little bit to Collision the Saturday before, and Edge had a moment where he came out, and this was following the Dynamite where Christian told him to go fuck himself. So he's really pissed off. Oh, he's not pissed off, but he says he's confused as to this whole thing, as to why Christian is acting this way, right? Which I think was a little funky to me, because if you analyze the story, Vlad, Edge came in, Christian was doing his own thing, and Edge came in, took the steel chair like it was going to help Christian, but instead beat up all his guys, speared them and left them laying and ran Christian off, and Edge is somehow confused that Christian told him to go fuck himself when he's like, we should start a tag team together. I mean, am I the only one seeing it this way? But, okay. So Edge comes out, plays innocent, that he would just come here and he just wanted to be friends with Christian. And Christian doesn't show up on this collision, I don't think. He sends out his boys, Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus, and I think Darby was going to help, but Darby...
Well, he was on the Titantron.
Yeah, he was on the Titantron. He sent his boys out to do the dirty work, and Darby didn't want to hit Nick Wayne, so I think they left them both laying at the end of the night. So that was that. And that moved on from there to Dynamite. So that's their main storyline, is the Edge and Christian stuff. And Christian started the show. So this was right when they were going head-to-head, and Christian was there. I'm the guy. I'm the face of TNT. Even kind of took credit for the first 30 minutes of the show being commercial-free, right? Did I get that right, or no? Is that...
Yeah, he did say that. This was really cool. That was a really good way to start the show.
Sure, makes him look pretty good. And then, so that was the thread that kind of sewed the whole show together. And towards the end of the show, let's see what happened at the end with all these guys, with Edge and Christian. Because it was supposed to be Edge's debut match against Luchasaurus, right? Christian's right-hand man, right hand of destruction. Vlad, do you remember any of this promo that Christian cut when he went to the ring? I didn't write it down, but I remember some things about Edge's kids are going to be his kids now.
Oh, yes.
And Edge's wife needs a real man and all this stuff. He went straight for everything, right?
I don't remember specifically everything. Yeah, until you reminded me, because it's been a kind of a wild couple of days for me. But yes, now that I remember texting you saying Christian's making some good points. Now, it wasn't that part that he was making good points. He was saying something before that was like, that is, I think his point was that when Christian wanted to team back up with Edge, maybe he was referring to WWE. Edge didn't want to have anything to do with it when they were both in WWE. And
yes, I remember that now too.
Yeah, but now he wants to team up now that he's here, and I thought that was a great point. I'm like, dude, this is a great point. I'm actually completely with him on this. Why does he doesn't need to team up with you, man? He's a champion without you here. Why the hell does he need you? I kind of agreed with Christian.
Of course, I do on this whole thing, and it's not just because I'm a hardcore Christian fan, but I'm thinking logically, this whole thing, Christian is right throughout so far. Why should he be friends with Edge? Exactly. He doesn't need him right now.
I mean, he doesn't need him, but I don't know about why he shouldn't be friends with him. Though. I mean, they do have that, they're supposed to be like brothers, right? So, I mean, he doesn't have to tell him to go fuck himself either. But yeah, okay.
All right, well, let's go through some of what happened on this night at Edge's debut. Edge came out, had the match. Christian's watching from the entrance ramp. And I think let's skip to the ending. The ending was when Christian tries to interfere, I guess, and the referee gets distracted, and Edge takes the belt, nails Luchasaurus, and then it looks like Christian nailed Luchasaurus. So for a second, I think Luchasaurus is going to be a little confused and discombobulated, think it was Christian, and he's going to get speared from behind, and they're going to lose the match for the night. Christian's pissed off, didn't go his way, but they're still going to try to beat down Edge afterwards, but I think it's going to get stopped by Bryan Danielson, who comes in, and he's Christian's next opponent because he beat Swerve Strickland earlier in the night. So he felt compelled to come in. And I think Blackpool Combat Club has this convoluted feud with the Mogul Embassy. So those are the guys that came in afterwards to help. So this was a very crazy, wild ending. And Danielson and Christian are fighting on the floor over Swerve and Adam Page are still going at it. Yeah, so this was a big mess, a bunch of storylines kind of coming together. But in the end, the heart of it was Edge and Christian, and this was the main angle that was they sent forth to try to beat WWE with on this night. So let's just focus on this angle so far, just the Edge and Christian stuff. Let's start with Robert. Do you like this so far?
Yeah. Oh, let me go back to the Christian's promo first, because I think you were asking, like, oh, do you remember what was said? I don't remember if it was this promo or one of the previous ones from another episode, but I think Christian made a reference to Edge being, trying to be the leader of Judgment Day. And he said something about you tried to be a leader for them, but which was wrong. While for me, I was being their father. something to that effect.
Yes,
I don't remember the exact
I'm not the leader of their father. Yes.
Like,
dude, there was so much good stuff.
I thought that was cool, and it was this promo, right? I think it was this one.
It was this one, yes. You are correct. Yes.
Okay. Because I remember that, and he also made a reference to the Kansas City Chiefs. But yeah, so now to this angle, so far I'm loving it. Now, I do remember, I don't remember if it was last week or 2 weeks ago, where I said that I think Edge is like my primary suspect for being the one who wore the devil mask. So if I were to stick with that prediction, then all of this could just be a swerve. But so far, I'm loving this angle. Well, okay, let me rewind back. The other suspect that I had in mind for the one wearing the devil mask would probably be Adam Cole, but I don't think logically it doesn't make sense that it would be Adam Cole, because there were reports that he's actually legitimately injured, so there's no way he could have pulled that off. But so that's why I choose Adam Copeland over Adam Cole as the prime suspect. Otherwise, I would have said it could be Adam Cole. But going back to this angle, so far I'm loving it. One of the best reasons to watch any of the AEW programming at the moment.
I mean, if it's going to be a swerve like you're kind of predicting, though, I wouldn't be a fan of it, I don't think, because I'm not a fan of swerves where guys take damage. They're like, yeah, I even got hit just to kind of throw you guys off,
Right.
I saw that once where I think CM Punk ended up being the secret leader of the Nexus, and he ended up taking over the Nexus, but he was one of the guys that got powerbombed by them. And that was part of his explanation speech, was like, yeah, even I wanted to throw everybody off, and I took a powerbomb too, just to show that, or something like that. So if Edge is really with Christian this whole time, and he's fighting with him and taking damage from, I don't know. I'm not seeing that. It could happen. It would be bad, but I don't think so. I don't think it's Christian. I don't know who it is in the end. It could be Roderick Strong, because Roderick Strong is just
it could be
acting really weird, which we'll talk about that later.